Friends is probably one of the biggest, most successful sitcoms ever. And it launched the careers of Jennifer Aniston, Lisa Kudrow, David Schwimmer, Courteney Cox, Matthew Perry, and Matt LeBlanc. But there are so many other stars who got their start, had minor roles, or guest appeared in the show over its 10 years on the air. I'm Adam Andrews with Where Are They Now, and this is the top 10 Friends stars. Before we start though, let me know in the comments which episode of Friends was your favorite, if you have one. With that being said, number 10 is Cole Sprouse. Cole Sprouse, who is best known as Cody Martin on The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody with his twin brother, and more recently as Jughead Jones on Riverdale, actually had a stint of 7 episodes on Friends from season 6 to season 8 as the slightly older version of Ross's son, Ben Geller, with his ex-wife Carol. Cole and his brother Dylan began acting at the age of 6 months old, swapping out with each other for a lot of different roles in a lot of different things. But Friends is one of the few roles that he did not appear with his brother for. Another fun fact is that baby Ben was actually played by a different pair of twins from seasons 3 to 5, which is just a funny coincidence. Ben actually mysteriously vanishes from the show in the middle of season 8 before the birth of his half-sister, Emma. He is never seen again and mentioned only rarely, and several characters even seem to forget he exists. It's literally never explained and has led to many fan theories. Number 9. Paul Rudd. Of almost all the actors who are going to appear on this list, Paul Rudd actually has the most episodes under his belt, playing Michael Mike Hannigan for 17 episodes. Mike is Phoebe's love interest and, spoilers, her eventual third husband. Paul Rudd has gone on to become a pretty huge name, especially thanks to the MCU. He's been in a ton of films before that though, like The 40-Year-Old Virgin, Knocked Up, Anchorman: The Legend of Ron Burgundy, Forgetting Sarah Marshall, Role Models, I Love You Man, and then of course Ant-Man, Captain America Civil War, Ant-Man and the Wasp, and Avengers Endgame. Now he first appeared in the 3rd episode of the 9th season of Friends, the one with the pediatrician. Joey and Phoebe agree to find dates for each other to go on a double date, but of course Joey forgot all about it, and at the last minute he finds a guy named Mike at Central Perk and asks him to act like he and Joey have known each other for years. Turns out that actually worked out really well. Number 8. Ellen Pompeo. Ellen Pompeo is probably most well known for her long-running position playing the lead role of Meredith Grey on the ABC series Grey's Anatomy since 2005. Before those Grey's Anatomy days though, Ellen played a college crush of both Ross and Chandler, Missy Goldberg, in season 10's 11th episode, the one where the stripper cries, which does actually feature another rather huge personality, but we will get there when we get there. She plays the character both in the modern day and in college day flashbacks. Ross and Chandler meet Missy at their college reunion, and Ross asks permission to break the pact he and Chandler made in college and ask Missy out, only to find out that Chandler broke the pact first and used to make out with Missy in the science lab after hours, that dastardly devil. Number 7. Craig Robinson. Before he was ever a known name, Craig Robinson played an unnamed clerk who processed Phoebe's titular name change in season 10's 14th episode, the one with Princess Consuela. Craig is an American actor, stand-up comedian, and singer. He's best known for his role as warehouse foreman Daryl Philbin, one of my favorite characters other than Stanley, on The Office from 2005 to 2013, but he has been in a bunch of other comedies, including films such as Hot Tub Time Machine, The 40-Year-Old Virgin, Knocked Up, This Is the End, Walk Hard, The Dewey Cox Story, Tyler Perry Presents Peoples, Miss March, Night at the Museum, Battle of the Smithsonian, and I could keep going, but I'm kind of out of breath now, so on to number 6, Dakota Fanning. As a child actress, Dakota Fanning got her breakthrough performance in I Am Sam in 2001, and since appeared in films like Man on Fire, War of the Worlds, and Charlotte's Web. Now Fanning began transitioning to more adult roles with Hound Dog and The Secret Life of Bees. She also portrayed Jane Falturi in the Twilight Saga and appeared in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, but in Friends season 10 episode 14, the same one as Craig Robinson, Dakota Fanning played an 8-year-old girl named Mackenzie who doesn't want Chandler and Monica to buy her family's house. She forms a bond with Joey because he doesn't want Chandler and Monica to move either, but she teaches Joey that if he really wants Monica and Chandler to be happy, that he has to let them go. Wow. Nice. Number 5. Christina Applegate. Applegate earned 2 Emmy nominations, the first of which becoming an Emmy win for her guest performance as Rachel's self-centered and irresponsible sister, Amy Green. In her first appearance in the 8th episode of the 9th season, the one with Rachel's other sister, she famously pits the friends against each other at Thanksgiving dinner by asking who would get Emma if Rachel and Ross were to pass away. Her second and final appearance on the show, in the 5th episode of the 10th season, the one where Rachel's sister babysits, Amy moved in with Rachel and Joey, causing a whole ton of problems, like when she pierced Emma's ears as an example. Christina Applegate is famous for other shows like Married with Children, Family Ties, 21 Jump Street, Jessie, Samantha Who, and Up All Night, not to mention films like Don't Tell Mom the Babysitter's Dead, The Sweetest Thing, and Anchorman: The Legend of Ron Burgundy. Number 4. Brad Pitt. On the topic of Thanksgiving episodes, Brad Pitt famously guest starred in a season 8 Thanksgiving episode, episode 9, the one with the rumor, as Will Colbert while he was married to Jennifer Aniston. Rachel is Will's nemesis from high school, and he fires zinger after zinger as he confronts Rachel all these years later in adulthood. Pitt's character Will and Ross were even in the I Hate Rachel Green Club, which is kind of funny. Pitt earned himself an Emmy nomination for his performance in the show. You probably know who he is, but just in case, Brad Pitt's best known films include Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, The Tree of Life, Troy, The Curious Case of Benjamin Button, Moneyball, Killing Them Softly, Mr. and Mrs. Smith, Legends of the Fall, Seven, Fight Club, Ocean's 11, and 12 Monkeys. In at number 3 is Danny DeVito. Danny DeVito also needs no real introduction, but I'll do it anyways. DeVito became popular in the hit show Taxi and went on to appear in films like Twins with Arnold Schwarzenegger, Harry Wormwood in Matilda, which he also directed, Penguin or Oswald Cobblepot in Batman Returns, Phil in Hercules, the Lorax in The Lorax, Martini in One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, and Sid in LA Confidential. And the list goes on and on and on and on. More recently though, he would return to television with a starring role on It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. But getting back to the topic here, DeVito earned an Emmy nomination for his turn as Officer Roy Goodbody, the stripper who cries at Phoebe's bachelorette party because the girls make fun of him. But he ends up putting on quite a memorable show for them in the same episode as Ellen Pompeo, season 10's 11th episode, the one where the stripper cries. Number 2. Gary Oldman. No, he definitely did not get his start in Friends by any stretch of the imagination, but Gary Oldman, who received an Emmy nomination for playing famous actor Richard Crosby, who turns out to be a self-indulgent alcoholic in the season 7 episode The One with Monica and Chandler's Wedding, is one of my favorite actors, so he is making this list and you cannot stop me. Gary Oldman is an Oscar-nominated and critically acclaimed actor known for his roles in Harry Potter, Bram Stoker's Dracula, Leon the Professional, and Christopher Nolan's Batman trilogy. In the episode, Joey unexpectedly gets a part in a movie about soldiers in World War I with his famous co-star Richard, who keeps spitting in his face when reading out his lines for the sake of articulation. And in at number 1 is Jeff Goldblum. Speaking of favorite actors who definitely did not get their start in Friends, in one episode in season 9, the one with the mugging, Jeff Goldblum, famous for roles in Jurassic Park, The Fly, Independence Day, and so much more, plays a fictional famous actor named Leonard Hayes. He is recognized by Joey, Monica, and Rachel as being on a telephone commercial with a monkey that he claims he definitely was not selling out for. Hayes is directing and starring in a play that Joey auditions for, and Joey kills it thanks to needing to go tinkle. Unfortunately, that comes back to bite him when he pees his pants in front of the 6'4" actor. That's the end of the list! I want to say thank you guys so much for watching. I've been Adam Andrews, this is Where Are They Now, and until next time, stay safe and well informed out there. Toodles.